everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny, and this is Creating Crafts with Jenny. And I see a lot of questions out there in social media world that center around, I want to get started on paint by number, but I don't know where to start. And that's such an open-end question, and it's and sometimes I kid you not, I see the question and I just cruise right on past it. It's like, because sometimes you don't even know where to start to answer it, because it's like, that sort of thing. But today, while working on my houseart.uk painting, a kind of a little bit of a light bulb came on for me, and I've been doing paint by number ever since I don't know, I'm 60 years old, and I've probably done paint by number for, I don't know, over 50 years, easily over 50 years. And so I've been working on this paint by number, and it's actually still right here. It's the last one that I did before I started filming. And I made a comment while I was painting. I was like, this is like painting a puzzle, putting it together. And I'll put a picture of it up here. And the reason being is that the areas that I'm looking at it over here too. I'll put a picture of it over here too. The areas that I'm painting are really large. There's no, at least not yet. I'm looking at the little picture over yonder. And I don't, maybe on the outer edges, there might be a need or a desire to do some blending on the outer edges of the picture. But it wouldn't be necessary. You could or could not do it. It's up to the painter. But what I thought of while I was doing this was, this painting, like I said, it came from houseart.uk. And this is the third painting that I've done with them, I should say. My reason for buying this one and the other one, and I can also put a picture of that one up here also, which I stopped working on, and we can talk about that one too. It's also a large painting. They're, I don't know what their size is, 50 by 70 or something like that. They're very large. The reason I say that it's kind of like a puzzle is because the painting areas are very large. I mean, they're probably, each of them are like 1/2 inch to 1 inch big, kind of area to paint. So this wouldn't be an absolute perfect, and I do mean perfect, painting for a beginner. Because, and I can show you another picture, and I'll put it right here, of one that is extremely busy painting, where the one that I'm going to show you is not from houseart.uk, it's from somebody else. It's just a compare and contrast, where the cells are extremely small and it's very, very detailed. And I would not put that in front of a beginner and say, here's your paint by number. This one would be perfect, like I said, for a beginner. The size would be a little bit concerning if I gave it to maybe a kid, because maybe you would have to make sure the workspace was big enough for something this size. And to explain the concept of turning a painting this size around to get to the areas that they need to paint. And that a 6 is a 9 and 9 is not a 6. I explained that to a 5-year-old. Some adults have issues with that one too. I just think that, and the other one that I did, and the reason I quit doing that on camera was because, not because I was enjoying it, I just thought that filming it was a little bit, because of the colors were kind of muted, the camera wasn't picking them up very well, so I stopped filming it. I was enjoying it because I enjoy river birch trees, or what, not river birch, white birch trees, I just do. But again, that one had large cells also, and would also be a perfect paint by number for beginners. And some companies, and I have to look to see, and I don't recall, houseart.uk, they may or may not, I'm not sure. Some companies will say right out off the beginning that this is a beginner or advanced, that sort of thing, paint by number, so you know ahead of time if this was going to be an easy one or a hard one, that sort of thing. Sometimes you don't know if you're buying it for someone else, that sort of thing. But these, like I said, they're very big, because a lot of companies will say, you know, we've got 15 different sizes, you know, that sort of thing. And this one comes with 22 colors. So you figure it's got a large size and it's 22 colors, so you know they're really stretching that picture out. So the chances that the cells are going to be large, that sort of thing. I will take some pictures of it so you can see what it looks like, kind of an overview picture, so you can see what those cells look like, so you can say yes, I agree that paint by number is for a beginner. And then I will show you one that I would say, no, that one is not. Pointing, well, let me point this way. This one I would not call a beginner paint by number, that sort of thing, just because the cells are so small. Not saying a kid or a young adult couldn't do it. I'm just saying it might be a little more challenging, that sort of thing. They might be fine with it. I was when I was a kid. I mean, that's all we had was the smaller cells. We didn't have too many of the bigger cell paint by numbers. I know. I'm kind of rambling about that. Sorry about that. But the paints seem to be fine. They did send some extras in regards to, I think they've got 3 extra paint pods, so they've got some extras in regards to those outer areas that are going to take more paints. But again, I feel like I was painting a puzzle, because it'll be interesting to see what it looks like when it's done, because I feel like it'd be interesting to stand back and look at the whole picture, because I'm just concentrating on this one little section that I'm working on. I'm kind of working in a section, and I just keep working bigger around the section. And I'll take some pictures and that sort of thing, so you can kind of get an idea of what it is that I'm talking about. And I will run some footage also here in just a second of me painting on this, so you can get an idea of what that looks like also. So I'll run some footage, so here you go. Alright, so I hope you're enjoying some of that footage. Again, I'm looking at it here. It looks pretty good. I am seeing some white spots in some of the darker areas. I didn't treat this canvas with the gesso. I might experiment just a little bit and treat some of the darker areas just to see if I'm looking at this one area that has a lot of the brown areas, just to see if I were to treat that area, if it would work a little bit better, or possibly add just a little bit of the Floetrol in with the brown paints to see if I can get them to not have the white spots, that sort of thing. And I may do that and then talk to you guys and say, yes, it worked, or no, it didn't work, that sort of thing. I may do that in future videos. So I'll make a note on that. I'm going to make a note here to do that. I'll do that. And just to see if it makes a difference and that sort of thing. So I'll do that. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the footage, and yeah, so it's coming along. Alright, so I'm going to get off here and go to dinner with my family. And what do I always tell you guys? Go out there. Be absolutely awesome. Do your thing, and I'll see you in my next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.